Morning glories. We had them in Grimes Hill. I learned it might have been one of the first flowers that I learned the name of. So when these trees are planted close to the fence, they grow not as tall, but their top limbs develop closer to the ground. And they're pretty thick. So these might be very old as well. I'm not sure how old the fence is, and I'm not sure when they were planted there. But that is a raised portion of the street. So it could be that there was water on both sides of those. It could be that this was water, because it dips down to the edges toward the sidewalks. This is Allen, right below Houston. So I feel like it's my old stomping ground. And down this way is the water. And I have about 10 minutes before the boat, so I'm going to take 5 minutes and walk over by the other side of the Coast Guard, now called U.S. Department of Homeland Security, United States. Look at all the morning glories. I guess a boat's coming in. I hear the sound, so I better hurry up and get up there. Now I gotta hurry. It's actually that close. And the black swan is on the other side of the seagull. I can't zoom anymore, but that water level is high. It is high, and it's not high tide. We are getting a storm tonight, though, so that can affect it. Water level is about a foot high, about a yard or a meter higher than it used to be in my lifetime. We'll be okay though. So there's the U.S. Coast Guard. These are just regular boats. And I'm on the ferry going to Staten Island. And that's the hill I grew up on. The highest land elevation along the eastern seaboard. Grimes Hill, where I grew up. And this is one of the best views. Brooklyn Bridge. And the Manhattan Bridge behind it. I don't know if you can see that though. Oh yeah, there it is. Manhattan Bridge. Governor's Island Ferry Terminal, now Cipriani's. But it's still Governor's Island. There it goes. They made it artsy. They have a lot of art studios out there. But I got scared the last time I was out there. It felt too much like it was being slammed by the water and could suffer in a flood situation. I didn't like being there. And I love the differences of the buildings. How some are new and some are old. Some are brick, some are flashy and slick. Hudson River comes into there. East River comes into there under the Brooklyn Bridge. And the East River mixes with the Atlantic Ocean, comes off around the Long Island Sound, along Brooklyn and Queens, and comes around this way, comes down here, but also comes from this way under the Verrazano. So on the other side of where the Hudson River comes down into this harbor is New Jersey. And there's Ellis Island. Next will be Liberty Island with the Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty. Nice puffy cloud day. It's Governor's Island, and there's a fort in the red brick. Known that one my whole life, but I didn't explore it when I went over to Governor's Island last time. There's the Verrazano Bridge, and that's where I'm going today, to the right hand side of it on Staten Island, Fort Wadsworth. A little of a hazy day. I love the fresh air that I can get from here. Actually, that's closer. It's like that. And out beyond that bridge, the Verrazano Bridge, is the Atlantic Ocean. So it washes in here. And all of it mixes, the fresh water from the Hudson River and the salt water from the East River. So it's a mixture here in the harbor. And there's the hill I grew up on. And Brooklyn. Island Bridge. And that connects New Jersey to Staten Island. This is Staten Island, and I'm on the Staten Island ferry. So these are the Staten Island ferry docks, slips they call them. They're collecting a lot of ferries lately. I remember when there was only 2. And then they had the little one for the overnight. In the middle of the night, it was very small. And then they had the new one. And then they came out with the one that has 3 levels and the roof deck. I love photographing the robe and the maritime things, the seagull. So that's Borough Hall, and it matches the Victorian sort of style that Albany has. Although I pictured it a little different. But those windows are a little Federalist also. So I'm not sure that's quite Victorian. Maybe it's more Federal. So the glass fronts are new. In my day, this commute was grit and ambition. Look at this lawn. I love a lawn. That's the kind I would love to roll down when I was a kid. We would walk along, me and my family, and whenever I saw a hill like that, I would love to roll down it. Like a log. Like a log, just roll. So here are those same trees that I'm studying. They have all those growths on them, the 3 that are in front of this house. I'm not sure what those mean. And then the one over there has a lot of them also. And there are other limbs developed closest to the ground that I've ever seen. And they are tall, but not that tall. And they're planted close to a sidewalk, close to a curb. That seems like residences. Anyway, another one. Okay. So this is called New York Avenue. And I'm going to pick up a couple of rocks because they're so shiny and orange. It might be my sunglasses, though. New York Avenue. And I got one that's like a heart shape. So it says that's Coast Guard property. And here's a statue. A chapel. It says, God bless our troops. I like the patriotic bunting. More of these trees that I'm studying. Wow, they're really low to the ground that the limbs started developing. And they're so wide. But they have those growths. I don't know what those mean. The Verrazano Bridge. I'm getting close to the overlook. Some of this is original to Grimes Hill as well. Clover. This is how they used to grow up on the hill. They're all through the grass. And I see those other things that used to grow along with it. Really tell if this is brick and beige. Not sure. Look, there's red brick. So there's red brick and beige. And this is, she said sandstone. I didn't know the name of sandstone. I'm gonna go see if it has sparkles. Wow, that's a little scary. I don't know what's in there. But, yeah, it has sparkles. And the brick. Interesting. And the clover grass. It looks so beautiful, the lawns. I want to see if that's clover grass. Wow, it's really something. Yeah, it has the dandelions, I think I see. I can't tell. But all the things, yeah, there's the dandelion puff, wish puff, and this is all the type of grass that they used to have up in Grimes Hill. Nice. The flag. I heard it. Listen to that flag. In Manhattan. Oh, here. The red berries, we also had those in Grimes Hill. I think it's poison ivy or poison oak. So cool. I think I'm afraid to go to the edge. I don't want to use my phone. Oh, look at all the clover. Wow, it's a cliff's edge. Oh shit, it's scary. Oh wow, and look at the forge down there. Those people were brave. These people were brave. I couldn't do it. They were brave. building this, all of this to protect the city. This was protecting the entrance. To protect the city. New York, New Jersey, all of that. There's a bug, a big bug there. Alright, I'm gonna sit down and eat. Here's my shadow with the flag shadow. And a tugboat. It's actually, it's going so slow. They do go faster, and there's another one. Oh, they might be there waiting for the ships to come through, because those ships have to turn off and be tugged. There comes a lot of goods. Container ship. Battery Weed, begun in 1847. This granite structure was finally completed during the Civil War. Battery Weed, so this is also called Battery. Defending New York Harbor. I want to touch this wall. This may have been original stuff. There's a little piece breaking, but it's not broken off, so I won't take it. Here's some. And pebble. Oh, here's some. Original sort of mortar or something attached to the bridge, to the wall. Another heart shape. And a lot of those bugs are really on the march on that wall. There's a red, some kind of red big bug. So I'm going to sit over here. Fort Tompkins. So this is called Fort Tompkins. It says exit only. Or it's built in the mountainside. These bugs are all around here. I don't want to eat here. What are they? They look like ladybugs on steroids. I guess I can sit here and eat. I hope they don't bother me, these bugs. Oh, there's another one. They're like lantern bugs or something. I'm not eating here. Let me just get a picture of this Farzano. I wanted to stay a while, but the bugs are creeping me out. white lace, flower type things. We used to have a lot up in Grimes Hill too. More slate curb. Here at the bus stop. And iron curb. Interesting. Look at this stone wall. I've never seen one in brown mortar, terracotta mortar. And they used terracotta stone. So I got those rocks right of the booth. Oh, there goes the bus. That's my bus. I could have gotten on that one. That's why I'm walking down here. Damn. Okay, I shouldn't have stopped for the rocks. Maybe. And this is all slate curb, which I've never even seen a slate curb. It goes up to, so whatever this is also a national park. I saw these trees from the bus. And this slate curb is in front of it. And here's another type of a tree. It's such a nice shade tree. I don't know what kind of tree this is. But this is also a nice hillside, lush green. With still more of the slate curb. Maybe I have seen a slate curb, but I don't think so. And this has like a greenish tint to it. It's nice. And the stone wall, but this looks rugged, like it's new, crude or newer. But I'm not sure. Von Briesen Park. Arthur Von Briesen Park. I just want to get, look at the feathers. Just want to get this. 12.77 acres. Okay. I want to catch my bus. I do not want to miss it. Oh, cobblestone. And these cobblestones sparkle. Outside of Von Briesen Park, and more of the slate curb. Arthur Von Briesen State Park. I guess this is the parking lot for it. This stone wall looks older. Wood post fence ending this slate curb, or there's more of the slate curb actually, and it goes to the edge of this park. Maybe this house too. Yeah, also this house. It's across the street as well, I think. Yeah, the water looks very high to me. My old work neighborhood's neighbor building. Those videos are really still distracting me, but whatever. And this rain, it's glorious. I just got out of the shower, so my head is wet, and I feel connected to the water, but I always feel connected to nature. Thank you for viewing. Be sure to subscribe so you can see the studies in depth.